Good morning. Happy Saturday. I am getting up late. Well, I just really want to feel like the mail came already. My grass, I told little grass looks so sad. I told my fiance we need to grow some grass because baby, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I think I've probably been outside for less than 2 minutes and I'm already sweating. What's this? Oh, they just talking about safety. Okay. Child, it's hot. I'm finna go try to get in the car. What's this? Oh, you already seen this in the mail. That's just so I can just throw in the trash. Any bills? I don't know. This is a bill. Depressing. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my god. The humidity is ridiculous. I didn't have to get in this car. I hope I got my AirPods. Let me see. AirPods. Let me make sure. Yeah, I got my. I didn't pull out my fan. I am on my way to First, I'm gonna stop at Waffle House because get me a little sandwich because I'm hungry, and then I'm going to stop at Burlington and get some curtain rods so I can put them curtains up so my stepson can stop putting them looking the ghetto. Got the curtains over the blinds, like it looked tacky. I was like, I gotta fix this. It's getting on my nerves. So I'm about to head there, do that. Do that right now. It's time for me to move around. Garage. My dad must be leaving the house, child. I'm finna see what he up to. But anyways, yeah. So that's what we're doing today. We're gonna go run some little errands and stuff. So. Hey, I'm back. I did not find what I'm looking for. So I went to one store, but they didn't have many options, so I just left it. I was trying to find some rods and still, I don't know. I guess I just can't think I can just go to one store and think I'm gonna find it. Like I gotta drive around and shop, but I don't feel like doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to get it and go. But now we are on my way to my sister-in-law, future sister-in-law house, to get this hair done. Cause child, I promise you, yeah, for a couple of more weeks. Let me think. Let me see. Is it a couple more weeks? Let me do the math. Is it a couple more weeks? Like how many more weeks is it? For real, for real. I gotta take it down next week. Okay, I get about 1, 2, 3. About 3.5 weeks. Okay, that's good. I can do that. I should have grabbed me a Mountain Dew before I left the house. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, she got something over here. Oh, shoot. That's the exit only. Thank you. Get out the way. Hey, y'all. Hey, I am back. I know Saturday I did not finish recording. I never got back on here. I just got my hair done. My sister-in-law did my hair. Y'all see? Yes. So, did my hair, and then I think I got home super late, and it was time for me to basically get ready for bed because I had to go to the plantation in the morning. So then I vlogged no more of that, and then Sunday we ended up going to a birthday party. My fiance's great auntie birthday party, her 100th birthday party. So that was nice, seeing his family and all of that. That was Sunday, and then what else did we do Sunday? I don't really know what else we did. I think he went to work that night. I think we just came home. And did he go to work? I think he went to work. And then I did not go to work because it was holiday the next day. And then, child, what we ended up doing? I think I ended up watching TV for a little bit. And then, We went to his sister's and ate barbecue and came on home. Okay, so I'm home from work. I got my bonnet on. Yes, I know I do. I don't care. My fiance did not go to work last night, and I told him to fold the towels. He didn't do it. So I guess that's what I'm gonna do now because it ain't gonna get done. I'm doing it because he obviously did not do it. So just been a lot going on. Okay, just in general. Okay, I'm so ready for. So I guess I'm gonna be talking about fold towels because I'm tired of looking at these towels on my couch. So what's been going on? Have not been vlogging live. Just kind of just. I was like, I really don't have a lot to vlog about, but my friend was like, just vlog what you've been doing your day. So I'm gonna try this out. I don't know how this gonna work. Like my life is boring. I kind of do the same stuff, work, clean, you know, do stuff around regular normal stuff. But I guess she said vlog, so I'm a vlog. But we finished premarital counseling a week ago. It would be 2 weeks this week. But that was a 6-week class. It was really good, really good. I'm glad we took it. At first, I was real hesitant on doing it. I was not gonna do it. I was actually, you know, going to go through a therapist and like actually, you know, do premarital counseling type style, you know. But I was like, you know what? It just was like, girl, go to a church, okay, and include God in your premarital counseling, because I was like, that's going to be the piece that you were going to miss. And you know, I'm around a lot of people that believe in God, and they always talk about having Christ in your marriage. So we ended up doing that. I signed up for that. We went through one community church, the main church that I play on, and that was 6 weeks. We did it virtual. It was from every Thursday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So that was, tough, especially because he works third shift and, I work first shift. So, and they also have the offer class on Saturday from, I think it's from like 10 to 12, I want to say. Something like that in the morning time. That's on Saturdays. But I ended up not doing that because I know, like, between my schedule, like, Saturday's really like my only day where I don't have to work, and it's usually where I run my errands. I figured that was going to be a good day. So, did Thursday, 6 weeks. I'm so glad that we took the class. I learned a lot. He learned a lot. Of course, when, at that point, when we first registered, he was like, okay, yeah, I'm cool. And then when it was time for the actual class to start, of course, he was like, why are we doing this? I don't need this and all that type of stuff. But I'm like, oh, we do need to do this, So, when we, started it and kind of went to the first day, it was a, introduction, like what the class gonna be about, but they said we make our, like marriage counselor. That's what you want. I can't think of the right word, but something like that, virtual. So that was good. I'm glad that one wasn't mandatory, but of course it's like 1 out of 10. It was only like an hour or so, so we did attend that. And then our counselors and all that type of stuff. So it was very good. It was with other couples. And so other thing I want to say, I know some people think that like the premarital counseling class, like it's not just for people that's wanting to get married or not wanting to get married, people that are talking or that are engaged to get married. It's also for people that's in long-term relationship that's possibly talking about marriage, but don't really know if they're really ready to commit to a marriage. So if you're in a relationship and it's a topic that you and your partner is talking about, I highly suggest attending that class, because there were people in there that were not engaged but kind of just wanted to see like this if they're ready for that step. So it was good, interactive. It was like, I remember maybe like 8 or 9 of the people in our group of couples. So, you got to hear, different people's perspective, how to handle stuff. They talked about like finances, sex, oh my God, I can't remember our topics. What was the other one? Conflict. What was the other ones? I cannot remember the other ones, y'all. It was a 6 week. Oh, we talked about like, of course, about like families. Ooh, I wonder what's that? Is that oh, y'all. Talked about like families. There's a bunch of different stuff. I can't remember my topics. I'm sorry. Can't remember. Okay. So we did that. And, there were videos that we listened to. And then we have like our honest talk that they give us topics to talk about that we discussed. And like things that we never even thought about to talk about. That kind of helped us like understand roles and responsibility. Like who's going to take care of what, who's expected to do what. So it kind of helped us. He did his assessment, I did mine. And then we talked about it. And then we come to some sort of like common ground. Like, what we're going to do, what's the plan. And it really helped us. I would say it helped us, So highly recommend it. To anybody, I would definitely put it in this link for anybody that wants to attend and possibly thinking about it or just want to see, what it's about and if it's something that they want to, do with their significant other. Yes. Okay. Y'all don't judge my towels, okay? Some of these towels, these are not like regular body towels, okay? These are like dry towels when we dry towels. When we dry dishes. So I don't even know why I have this blanket. I have a lot of blankets and I have an obsession with blankets, and I did not know my obsession was that bad until I started pulling out all these blankets. Okay? That it's so bad. I was like, where am I gonna store all these blankets? I probably got about maybe 5 in my fiance man cave. So far he ain't said nothing, but I threw another one in there. So far I threw another one in there yesterday, and I see he been using it, so he ain't commented on it. So I might end up donating some of these blankets because I really don't need all these blankets. So this is ridiculous. But it's like, what? I don't even know where I got some of these blankets from. Like what? For real? So I might end up giving some of those away. But anyways, what else? It's just been a lot. Some stuff I'm not gonna talk about now because it really does not matter right now. And then I got my dress. I wear my shoes. I'm not wearing heels. Anybody know me? I do not do heels. Not doing heels. Can anybody make me do no heels? I don't care. Okay? I'm not doing no heels. So I am going to wear some Chucks that I ordered. That's supposed to be coming I think in a couple of weeks. I think I got emails saying that they're done. I got them custom made. So I think they said they come in like basically the week of the wedding. Okay, so I need these shoes to come. I need to get my bra. I don't have my bra. I need to get my underwears. And that's one thing I'm missing for my rest. I'm still waiting on my bundles to come. Order my bundles. I think that's coming this week. And then we got the decorations, the food. What else I gotta get? No, we gotta get the liquor. But I'm not worried about that. I can get that the week of the wedding or the week before. So, oh wait, no, I gotta figure out what the drink's gonna be. Y'all, I ain't like together. I need to figure out what the drink's gonna be. I know I want something sweet. I know he likes stuff strong, so I need to figure out what type of liquor he wants to find out so we can be on the same page. So that's really like the last thing, but it's not like a major thing. So, oh, I booked him an Airbnb. I'm waiting on the Airbnb to get back to me because this Airbnb I reserved or that I requested for, he has to confirm. So I hope he responds and let me know. Otherwise, I need to go. Otherwise, I'm back to square one. You know, I've been looking, and he is being so freaking picky. He is not giving me. He's telling me where he don't want to go. So I found him some bomb places, but he like no. I'm like, for somebody that want me to do the work, you could really be doing this yourself, okay? Because what? He always say he not picky, but yet he was like, he's like, I'm picky, but he like, I know if I was to put him in something that I wouldn't stay in, maybe because he's a man, so he really gonna be tripping off of that. We kind of different. He say I'm bougie, which I'm not, but he thinks I am, whatever. Which he is too. FYI. He I knew as I'm like looking at these places, I know in my head if I put him anything less than what I was staying, I know he gonna call me a fuss, and he like, no, I'm not. I said, yes, you will. I know you, baby. If you not sleep by a certain time, guess what you do? You fuss. You crabby, you get on my nerves, you might get talking crazy, not like that, not like disrespectful or nothing, but he's just gonna fuss. So that's how I be telling people like, oh, let's do this. I'm like, you come into his bedtime. I said I ain't trying to hear his mouth, because baby, that's what he gonna be saying. I'm gonna send him over to you. I'm gonna call you and you can fuss, and I'm gonna let him fuss at you, because I ain't trying to hear none of that. Y'all, why he uses to dry his hands with in the bathroom? I said, y'all, anybody know this go for your head when she get done washing it? I said, I know that ain't my head towel that you over there. Chill. So, yeah, so that's what's been going on. I've been looking at like honeymoon, because I know that's another thing, and then we were looking at some places because, again, you know, I was like, I'm more of like, I'm a planner. Like, I have to know everything has to be thought out, like my plane, my hotel, my ride, how I'm gonna get to and from somewhere, like food, drinks, all that has to be, I have to know ahead of time so I can feel at ease, you know, especially when you're out of the country. Baby, I'm not doing no Airbnb. That's like in the house, but then there's no food. No, I'm on vacation. I'm not cooking. Okay, I'm just gonna eat, relax, and chill. So we was going back and forth about where we want to go. Because first we was like, he said he want to go to Mexico. Then he said he didn't want to go to Mexico. Then he said he want to go to Maldives. So then I looked up Maldives, and then I'm like, okay, look at this, the flights to Maldives. I was like, it's not bad, but I was like, do you understand? Like, that's almost 2 days to get there, and then 2 days to get back. And then you can't get to Maldives like this, you know, just like right there. You're gonna get to the closest or nearest international, and then you have to catch another plane to get onto the island. I said, I don't know, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to, and I want to go to Maldives. Oh my God, like, and I found some resorts that I was like, we could definitely stay on. It would be so beautiful. But the timing, like, who wants to commit 2 days to travel there and 2 days to travel back? What? Who? And then I looked up, so then I even looked up the airline. I'm like, okay, we could possibly make this work. This, you know, my mind. But then it was like flying from that DFW to Dubai, and that was with Emirates. And if anybody who's flown Emirates, I do like Emirates. I think it was really nice, and I highly recommend it if you're gonna fly to Dubai or if you're gonna do like a long international flight. The only thing I do not recommend is flying coach. Anybody say they call it, what's the other word? Economy, baby, it's coach, okay? And I call it coach so you understand what I mean by coach, okay? I don't think anybody should fly. I feel like that should be illegal. Should nobody have to sit in no chair like this? But then you could possibly recline a little bit. Like, yeah, that should be illegal. I stand on it, and I say that for real. I don't think no one in their life should have to sit on a plane for that long and be uncomfortable. And I've done it before when I went to Dubai before in 2021. And I told myself I would never ever do nothing like that for that long of a flight ever again from Illinois, from Chicago to Dubai. That was about 14 hours to and from. Baby, okay, but going there, it wasn't as bad because it wasn't a full flight, you know what I'm saying? So I had a little bit of room, and I had like a 3-row seat, but I'm tall, so my legs was kind of just uncomfortable a little bit, but I had a whole row to myself. But baby, coming back, I said, why is everybody flying? You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, when I said I was about ready to drop $2,500 to fly business, me and my best friend, I was looking at her, I said, should we drop this? I said, $2,500 don't sound too bad when you're doing about 15-hour flight. Do it. You know? I was about to drop it, okay? But I can't see and I told my friends, I said, I can't see me doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Who? And then it was like a layover in Dubai. I almost want to say about almost closer to like a whole day layover. And then I'm like, okay, obviously I was checking the bag, right? I was like, so if I'm checking the bag, I'm having a layoff for that long of a flight. Like, do they give y'all suitcases back? And then y'all can recheck it in. You know what I'm saying? Because I know sometimes when you're doing like, you know, if you're doing a connecting flight, you can't always get your luggage. It's gonna meet you at your destination. Anybody know that? Like, if y'all done a long flight and you have a long lapse, like, can you get your suitcase back and then like recheck it in, or do you have to have like basically like a carry on for makeup? Somebody let me know, because that was another issue. I said, baby, we're not going. Okay, I'm still traumatized from that flight, doing that long ago flight for 15 hours. So I'm not even that big of a rush to go there. My fiance told me I want to go to Dubai. I said, why? I said, really ain't all of that. Which, I mean, it's a good experience, but I was homesick. I was ready to get back. And that's crazy. I ain't never been ready to get back to Wisconsin. Baby, I was ready. Baby, put me back. When I say, and it was doing COVID, y'all, and then it was so crazy because we were in Dubai. Mind you, it's a 9-hour difference. And was it Biden? I think Biden was in the office then. Was it Biden? I want to say it was Biden. He changed the rules. Like, I don't remember who was in office. I don't remember Trump or Biden, whatever. He changed the rules to where if you had not been vaccinated, you couldn't come into the country, right? In the midst of me being in Dubai, and I'm reading this while I'm in Dubai, because I'm like, whatever. And I was vaccinated, I wasn't tripping. So when we got to the airport to check in to come back to the U.S., when I said we waited in the check-in line for 2.5 hours, I was like, I think we're going to miss our flight. And I was like, the last flight, like, it was no more flights flying out of Chicago. Baby, I'm making this flight. I was so ready to go. At that point, I had stopped eating because I did not like the food. Baby, I was going to leave my friends. Everybody going to get left. I said, okay. And then I was vaccinated, so I didn't have no issues, but then they were giving people like that were citizen issues to get on the plane. Like, they were not like, oh, you can't go, you're not vaccinated. I'm like, but we're citizens. Like, the U.S. wants us. There's talking about international people can't come over. Like, what? Baby, stop playing. It's not, our country wants us back. We citizens, okay? So, yeah, that was the issue, but I had my vaccination card, but I will never do that again. Can't nobody pay me to do that again. No, ma'am. So we're not doing Maldives. I guess long story short, not doing Maldives no more. Then I looked at Jamaica. I want to say, I feel like I might have looked at Jamaica, but he really don't want to go to Jamaica. He mentioned it, but I was like, I know he don't want to go. He's not into like Jamaica for whatever reason. Went to school to each his own. So I looked into that, but I really was not feeling Jamaica like that again. I was like, it's cool, whatever. I don't want to go back there. I'm not in a rush to go back there, I should say. Then I looked at Couscous, or what was the other one? What was another one I looked at? Panama. Did I say right? Panama. I looked at that, but they did not. I could not find like an adult all-inclusive resort. That was crazy, right? So, and I was like, I don't really want to go here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they had one, because I feel like I'm sure, I don't know what's, but my phone was not finding, or the internet was not finding it. But I was like, I really don't want to go there either. I mean, I want to go there, but I'm not in a rush to go. So I found us another resort that I already know where we're gonna go. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to Cabos in Mexico and turn up for our honeymoon. We're not going right away, because I told him, I was like, well, you know, we don't have to go right away. We can take a little break, and then we can celebrate our 2-month anniversary. You know, I had 2 months of being married. So we're gonna do that. What else? I think that's it. I went to the doctor, you know, family planning and all of that, trying to get that together. I just feel crazy. I'm nervous. I'm nervous as heck about going back to the doctor because of the wedding, because I don't know the results. You know, I'm scared of finding out that there's a possibility I may have to have surgery, because I have 3 big cysts on my ovaries, and one of my ovaries, and it's big, but she said it's not big enough to where at that point, this was like last month, not big enough to where I have to do surgery, but if it was to get any bigger, then I would have to have surgery to remove my ovary. Y'all, I was devastated. Like, it's like I'm like taking 3 steps forward, and now I'm taking about 5 steps back. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, I already had the surgery for the myomectomy. Then to kind of, you know, help with the endometriosis that I had, that is back, but it's not as big. But she said the cyst could have came back. So let me rewind. So I went to the doctor in December and had, like, she never mentioned like a cyst. I think I might have like a little small cyst, but it wasn't like nothing of a concern in December, this past December. So I'm like, okay. So I went in April and, you know, did ultrasound, and then she pulled me to the room, and you know how you can just tell something is wrong because of her face. And I was like, what? I was like, I'm nervous. She's like, hi, how you doing? You know, she's sweet. I love her. Dr. Heather Bruce. If you don't have a doctor, please go to her, because she is very the bomb. Okay, I'm so glad I found her, and I really don't like dealing with women. Anybody know me don't. I do not like dealing with women. I'd rather deal with a man. My preference, whatever. So, but she ended up telling me that, and I was just like, she said it could have been from the IUD. So after I had my surgery and I was killed, I was on the IUD, the Mirena, and she said that causes cysts, and I'm just like, so she said my options was to do nothing and see what the cysts could possibly shrink, or it may stay the same, or remove my IUD and then get it on a birth control pill. She gave me other options, but baby, I was not going to do that. She was talking about a new ring. I said, who's supposed to do that? She said, you will. I said, I will do what? I said, I'm going to put that thing up in me. I said, who's going to take it out? She said, you will. I said, I said, so I got to go up in there? I said, that's not going to work for me. She was like, I can show you, I can teach you like how to do it. It's really not that bad. And I was like, no, because maybe that ain't going to work. Because who's going to do that? No. So I did not do that. I just decided to do the pill. And I'm like, you already know, doing pills every day at the same time, it can be a headache. So, of course, during the first couple of weeks, I would miss my set time that I told myself, so I had to set an alarm. So I've been doing better. It's doing better. I feel like the pill is better than the IUD, but I'm still anxious about my upcoming results because I have to do another ultrasound. So, I'm like, oh, this is the week of my wedding, and it's gonna be like, and I'm like, I've been cool, but it's like now that I know the date is coming up, I'm so freaking nervous because it's like, you know, trying to prepare to have a kid only to find out that it's a possibility that it may not even happen right now. You know what I'm saying? So I had a moment crying, and my fiance, he was like, it's good, everything gonna be good. But I'm just like, it's like what is going on? Like, why is this happening? So I don't know. I said maybe I should have started a long time ago, you know. But then I think about like I'm glad I didn't, because I was not ready to have a kid. Like I was, you know, I was here in these streets. Not saying I was being bad or nothing, but I just was not ready to settle down. I'm like, maybe that was my time back then. You know what I'm saying? To have a kid, you know. But I was like, the first thing I would have to get out, baby, what? I don't know you. What, please. So I don't know. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer, be negative, but I am nervous. So yeah, but that's all that's been going on about my life. So really have not been in the mood to want to vlog, but I guess I just come up here and give y'all an update about my life. So pretty much I finished folding towels, so y'all finished folding towels, and I got a couple more to do, and then I guess I'm gonna have to put these towels away because my fiance is asleep. Yo, he didn't sleep. Well, I guess maybe not. As soon as I walked in the house, they went back to sleep. He was up talking to me, everything, having a full-blown conversation, and ain't been back up since. I need to see if they came and empty our garbage can. Or unless they come in tomorrow. They were supposed to come and empty our trash can today, and ain't nobody came. The garbage can is still full. So let me see if the garbage people came and emptied it out. I need to vacuum. All these damn. Oh, they came and emptied out the trash. Okay. I'm gonna tell my fiance to go get the trash now. I did not think they were coming because I got here after 5 o'clock. And they still ain't came and emptied out the trash. So I'm telling them now, because baby, I'm not trying to get in trouble with this HOA community by leaving the trash out way too longer than we supposed to. So, but yep, that is going on. So I will keep y'all posted and stay tuned for the next week episode. Peace out, y'all.